Hey, that pink hoodie's lit though.
I lie, it's my mum's in it from the 90s, bro.
It's for your mum.
That is fire.
It's cold, isn't it?
It's so fire. I didn't see the whole thing.
Come on, bro. That's my stylist, bro.
My don's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. Down in the DMs. My don's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Feel it up with no feeling.
What's going on, Copper fam? I happen to be in Atlanta. I am Poet. To my left is not Vuj. He hasn't turned black and got a nice hairstyle. This is Aaron. I'm confident you guys. How are you, my brother?
What is good, my G? How you living, man?
Bro, I'm tired, but not as tired as you. But can you explain to everyone your story today, where you've come from, and where you got to go back in about 5 hours?
Yeah, so it is what, like 2, 3 in the afternoon. I've been up since 3 a.m. Got on a flight this morning to come hang out with you in Atlanta, but I gotta go home before I even get to go to sleep.
So you don't get to go Magic City, eat chicken?
Nope.
It's an L.
I might get to eat chicken, but probably not at Magic City.
So you're probably thinking, Paul, why are you not in the studio? Why are you not in Atlanta? Well, I can tell you why I'm here. The whole story, it belongs to you guys. But while we're here, we just spoke to Jeremy Lin next door, a little bit of a FIFA and chill with him. And as you can see, we're still in the Atlanta Hawks training facility. Behind us, they might play basketball, they might run on. Let's get into these early comments. Got a comment here from Forced Happiness. I think you should not force happiness. Woke up feeling shit, sorry about that. Was late for a bus trip to my final exam. Put some comments below on and chilled out and had a laugh. Good guy. Don't force happiness. Let it be natural.
Is he saying that if you watch comments below, you will get top marks on all your exams?
I think he's saying it's a good way of chilling you out.
Yeah,
we work as an antidepressant.
I respect it.
Yeah, thank you. The final comment here is from Kay, just one letter. It's really good. Picking Morata or Lukaku is like picking whether you want to die or die by drowning or in a fire. Go quickly. Drowning or a fire?
I think fire. I think you pass out by shock. I think you like the.
Is it?
I think you would heat up so fast, like at a certain point you would go into shock, and I think drowning you would just die slowly and it would hurt a lot.
And do you know what? I associate fire with like from really cool superheroes, like even Dragon Ball Z. Like Aquaman is not cool.
Metro Boomin has fire on his album cover. So does he have water on his album cover?
Does he have water on his album cover?
He does not.
Let's move on to Belgrade, and we got Red Star winning 2-0 against Liverpool. This game was mad. A bit of comments here. We got Red Star 2 against Liverpool, Thoughts Vuj. As you can see, he's not here. We got another one saying Red Star 2, Liverpool 0. Funny how their first win is back against Vuj's UK club. Gas for you, Vuj, though. Last one here is can't wait to see Vuj's reaction to the Red Star 2-0 Liverpool match. And if you take a look here, you will see Vuj's reactions on Twitter. And big man, from time a man said, ref needs to blow the final whistle now. That was half an hour into the game.
That was right after the first goal up.
Bro, he was not on, cuz he was like, yo. And do you know what? I feel sorry for him because he had split loyalties.
Oh man, he's just pure stress all the way around. Like, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Well,
but I'm happy for him, kinda, I guess.
We are happy for him, so we should talk to him about his happiness. I believe happiness exists. We're not going to force it. Now we're going to phone him via FaceTime because we can do that with technology. It's amazing. Fucking come on, Vuj! Answer! You're ruining everything.
Screen recording.
Yeah, I hear him. There
I hear you. I see you.
You see me, I see you. Hello, Poets Corner UK, how are you?
I'm well. I've been better, but I'm in the States with Aaron. It's really nice.
Who is that doing comments below instead of me?
Dun-dun-dun!
You have 2 ethnic minorities doing comments below?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
wild.
we
Wait,
do.
I am one as well, fuck.
You are.
What you're not saying though, you're good.
We're really happy, Vuj. Vuj, talk to me. The Red Star 2, Liverpool 0.
I was getting a lot of criticism online about like, yeah, bruv, Liverpool were never meant to lose that.
I fully agree.
I wasn't never meant to have the opportunity to celebrate Red Star winning. Do you understand?
Should have
So
never
when
been
Red
put in
Star
that
wins
position.
2-0 with a fucking clean sheet, I was in a parallel universe. Obviously I love Liverpool, but that for me is the biggest result in Balkan football, probably since Croatia got the semi-final of the World Cup.
What about when Croatia got to the final? Wasn't that big as well?
Oh shit! I meant to the final, my bad. But in Balkan club football, that's the biggest result since Red Star won the Champions League or the European Cup in 1991.
Jesus Christ, big man.
So,
That's
bruv,
a
do
long
you know how
time.
much that means, bruv? I love Serbian football so much. I used to go to Red Star games, like Champions League qualifying, and you're always like, fire, we lose to PSV, we lose to Milan, we lose to fucking, like, teams from Kazakhstan. You're just like, oh man, this is shit, we're never gonna do anything. Then big old Liverpool come, finalists, a team that I obviously love. Fam, that all flew out the window, bruv. I forgot. I literally got amnesia. I forgot I support Liverpool in England. I was Red Star, bruv. So the fact that they won 2-0, fuck, Pavkov cost like 300 grand.
But you know what? He was cheaper than the average house in London.
Wow, he is cheaper than the average house in London. Van Dijk, 75 mil, costs 4 times more than Red Star have spent in their entire history. Bruv, we're not doing a documentary about that was probably the worst decision we made in the last 6 years of living, doing work at Copper 90.
I really respect the honesty that's coming from you. Talk to us about Markovic. Markovic liking one of your comments. I thought that was incredible.
Incredible. And look,
incredible.
All I can say is the media need to shut the fuck up. They're full of shit. But I also believe that Markovic was backing the Red Star boys. I can't lie, because when you're Serbian, it's a connection thing, innit? And this was so unexpected. It was like a national pride thing for me. So Markovic liking the tweet and it making all the papers, all I can say is fuck the papers, who are they anyway? But I do feel he has the right to like the tweet. So what? I put some Serbian flags up. I didn't fucking write, get in, like, fuck Liverpool. Like, it's just Serbian flags, so I don't really see the big deal.
So that moment there on Wednesday night is actually bigger than people are actually aware of.
Oh, 100%. Like, in terms of English media, the level of awareness of how much that means to Red Star and Serbian football, they haven't even kind of scooped the cherry off the cake yet. Like, they just saw it as, oh, it's a great atmosphere. Oh, look at these weird Serbs. Oh, mate, they're fucking savages, aren't they? Oh, great atmosphere though, isn't it? Bruv, it's beyond a lot of things. So it really meant it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Remember, man, this club, like, 2-3 years ago, people thought it was dead. They thought it was over. They thought, you know, they're not going to make the Champions League. They were in the abyss. What happened again? They lost to Liverpool 4-0 2 weeks ago. They have no right beating Liverpool 2-0 with Pavkov up front.
He's one of the worst strikers I've seen, by far.
At the back, we have Degenek, who's actually from the same town. This is another reason why this... Degenek and Borjan, who are the goalkeepers, are both refugees from the same town I was from, Knin. So, bruv, like, and he plays for Canada, Degenek plays for Australia, and I live in the UK and play for Copper 90. So stuff like this shit is like, there's a lot of meaning to it, culturally, historically, and it made a lot of people proud, regardless of obviously if you're a Partizan fan or Red Star fan. It's a big moment in Serbian football history to beat Liverpool 2-0. And I think those people that, you know, are coming at me as well and at Markovic and, bruv, you're gonna forget next week because you're playing Champions League again and you're probably quite entitled and arrogant because you have this sort of quality football every week. This is a once in a lifetime thing for many people.
Vuj, my boy, do you think Liverpool are going through after the loss?
Well, that's gonna be tough, man. Obviously, my dream is for Liverpool and Red Star to go through. That would be amazing. I think Liverpool can do it. I feel we will perform better against bigger teams. So when PSG is involved, I feel Liverpool perform better, they step up.
All right, moving away from Liverpool and just on to the Manchester derby that happens this Sunday. Give us your prediction for Sunday's game, which is apparently, I think, the most watched game in the world.
It's going to be a draw or Man United will win it.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at this, yeah. This is why football is so amazing. Is Juve outclassed United in Manchester, beat them 1-0, and then they go at home and man like Mourinho doesn't give a fuck, fam. He's from a parallel universe. Yeah. This man, last 3 minutes, brings it back. They win the game. He does the whole arrogant thing, even has a little slate at the FA. Regardless of what you feel about him, I feel like he deserves respect. And going to City, I just think they're there to spoil the party.
It's crazy, bro.
I would love to have you here for the whole time, but my left arm is really hurting me. I'm going to say goodbye to you. I love you, though. I actually miss you.
I love you too, guys.
Zvezdale,
Zvezdale, Zvezdale, Zvezdale.
All right, it's enough from Vuj, talking about Manchester derbies and Liverpool and stuff and Belgrade. But let's stay in the Champions League. The next game that happened that I feel was quite incredible was that game, Juve versus Manchester United. He did touch upon it. Did you watch the game, bro?
Pissed off, man.
Why,
I'm a
my bro?
Juve
I know
fan.
you're a massive Juve fan.
Yeah. As a fan, as a overall fan of the sport, it's incredible. Like,
So
you can't ask for more. Mourinho in front of the crowd, just being an ass, being a bastard, just like he's special at being a dick. Like, that's really what he's best at, just being a dick.
I just don't know why anyone gets upset anymore. It's like in this country when
I'm
I
not
see
mad.
outrage
Like,
for Kanye West. I'm
that's
still wearing the trainers. I just don't get it.
I don't understand how anybody's actually mad at him, because he hasn't changed.
Bro, in 2004, he came to England and he told everyone, I'm the special one.
He gave himself a nickname. There's like 3 people in the world that give themselves a nickname, like him, Kobe Bryant.
Skepta.
The only 3 people in the world that can do that.
100%. And Mourinho's part of that wonderful alliance of people. The thing about United, where I have to give him a lot of credit, over the past few weeks because we've been very critical of them here. And I think Mourinho deserves a lot of it. He has taken all the responsibility of Pogba being terrible, us cussing Lukaku saying he wears Timberlands and jeans whilst playing football. And all you think about is Jose Mourinho. And I think this Sunday, if the opening 20 minutes doesn't go the way your City want, they're going to have a problem.
That's one of the things that I've actually appreciated most about Jose Mourinho is, like, imagine if you're his player, there's one of two ways he's going to go. He's going to throw you under the bus, or he will do anything. He will die to protect you. He'll take all the media scrutiny off. He'll talk his shit just so it's on him because he loves that spotlight. I think a lot of times his players benefit from it. And right now, recently, we've seen the opposite side.
Yeah, we've seen the opposite side.
Throwing him under the bus, saying, get him there. But now, it's working out right now.
Cobber fan, what do you reckon, man? What is, first of all, your favourite Mourinho moment? There's been so many. Leave a comment and let us know. And also, who do you think will win that game on Sunday? We're going to get back to it anyway, but I'm going to throw it to you right now. So I want you to be leaving comments whilst you're watching the show, and then I go back to you, but like, you know what? I'm going to have an argument with yourself whilst you're watching the show. Anyway, we're going to talk about some more Champions League games. Manchester City, 6-0 against Shakhtar Donetsk. All right, I've got a comment here from Bills.
Man City 6-0 Shakhtar. As a City, I think he meant fan. Even I believe Sterling should have gotten the penalty decision overturned. Overall, a genuine City performance. Anyone else see that Jesus chip? Yeah, I saw it all.
I didn't watch any of it.
Bro, what do people want Raheem Sterling to do? Do they want him to get up and say, excuse me, Mr. Referee, you made a mistake. I don't think that should be a pen.
Apparently, he did walk up to the referee and...
You know what that means then? He's a saint. He's a damn saint.
Yeah. Raheem Sterling, man, I just think the press just find any excuse to go at him. Once the referee says it's a penalty, Raheem Sterling can take off his jersey and say, I want fair football. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a penalty. So if you want to cuss anyone, if you want to go at anyone,
it's the ref.
Go at the ref.
The ref. He's the one that made the mistake. Raheem was just playing by the rules of the game.
We're not in the playground. I can't pick up the ball and say penalty.
He wasn't diving either. He just said.
Copper fan, what do you think about the situation? Did Raheem Sterling dive? Are Man City going to go on and potentially win the Champions League? They clearly got one of the best squads in Europe. Leave a comment and let us know. Won't speak too much about this next game because obviously it's Tottenham Hotspur. They won 2-1. Harry Kane scored twice. They should never have been put in a position where they had to battle back against PSV anyway, because PSV, I'll tell you what, they're not the greatest team in Europe. But well done, Harry Kane. Well done, Spurs. All I want to put to the Copper fan is, do you feel like they will go through? They're in a bit of a difficult situation. They've got Inter Milan and Barcelona next. Can they qualify? Maradona's asked me to do appearances and goals. Harry Kane, 14 appearances, 13 goals in the Champions League. Best goals to game ratio in Champions League history. But the beautiful thing about this is 100 years' time, if he hasn't won a Champions League, no one's going to give a shit.
As a British footballer supporter,
yeah.
Obviously, Chucky Lozano is huge over here because of the Mexico tie. How do you feel about him as a player, PSV? Little starlet. I want him in Arsenal really bad.
So my first awareness of this guy was in the World Cup after the goal against Germany, and I was like, oh, he's a bit good, isn't it? And I watch Ajax in Holland. I don't really watch PSV. They don't excite me. Mark Van Bommel. Van Bommel was their gaffer. He was a good player, but he was not an exciting player.
Not the player you wanted to watch.
I'm not interested. He's a great player, but just not the type of player that I like to watch. For PSV, the one game I did watch against Spurs, I wasn't entirely impressed. But I know he's got a lot of talent, top goal scorer, good player, but if I'm an Arsenal fan, I want a winger that is ready now. And I reckon he's going to need about 6 months to adapt, and I'm too impatient.
Ready to go.
We're from London.
Just break him out the box and just set him on the...
Do you know what I'm saying? But Arsenal fans, you let us know. Do you feel that he'd be a good addition to the Arsenal side? Leave a comment and let us know. As we now speak about the game that we've touched upon throughout the show, it is Manchester City versus Manchester United. The Manchester derby. Jesus Christ. There are comments. Would you like to go through them?
Let's go for it. Steven Harianto. Man U, 2-2. Man shitty. Martial, Rashford, Leroy Sané, Bernardo Silva. Joe is more realistic than Man U won the game.
So these comments are basically predicting the results, and the man says 2-2, which sounds quite realistic. The next one here says 2-2, draw for Manchester City. Seeing United come back after conceding 2 early goals. Can't complain, really. Win the home game against the top 6. I'll take a draw. All right, cool. So we're saying 2-2. Abdullah?
3-3.
Wow.
He's going. Abdullah Ahmed. United will draw 3-3 to City, or City will win 4-3. I'm not feeling a win against City whatsoever, but I do think there will be a lot of goals. A lot of high goal predictions. 2-2, 3-3.
Well, Anthony goes on to say City will win, and I think the eyes are saying we have to have more challenges on growing. City loses league match at this rate, will be looking weird. I think everyone just feels like it'll be a draw or a City win.
I'm growing a goatee until City lose a league match?
It's a difficult game to sort of to figure out because last season, Man City, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Maradona, hadn't lost a home game all year. But they go to a game against Manchester United knowing that if they win the league. So, in my eyes, that was written in the stars. Man City, Pep Guardiola, win the league against Man United.
Didn't happen.
They lost.
It did not happen.
Jose Mourinho is not a man you can write history against.
No.
He writes the history.
Wildly unpredictable.
You don't know
They could come
what
in
he's
and
gonna
lose
do.
6-0 and I wouldn't be surprised. They could come in and win 3-0 and
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
But Jose Mourinho wouldn't lose that game.
I do not think they're going to lose 2-2. I think it's going to be 2-2.
I'm going to go for 1-0 United.
I respect that.
I think it's going to be tenser than we actually feel. And you know the games where everyone's capable of goals, but then it's just like a... But I think Man United will win this.
Lukaku in his jeans back for it?
I hope not. I'm tired of watching Lukaku wear jeans. I think it's disrespectful to people that wear jeans that look good, you know. Christina Milian, J-Lo. So yeah, I don't really want to see Lukaku playing. I said for weeks on the show, Lukaku outside of the Man United side, they'll look a lot better. And even the Juventus game, it could have been 3-1 in the end. I know you don't want to hear that, but Rashford misses basically 1-1 with the keeps. And it's Szczesny in goal, who is absolute trash.
He's been disappointing.
Really nice person.
He's been disappointing. He's a super nice guy from what
What
I've heard.
a nice guy.
Super nice
Hero.
guy. But hands of rock.
Copper fam, what do you think is going to happen in this game? I'm saying 1-0. What are you saying?
2-2.
Vuj said draw as well, from my understanding, or United win. Copper fam, leave all the comments you want because there's no rules. And let us know what you think the score will be on Sunday. A couple of games to go through as well. Palace v Spurs, Maradona. You've got to beat them. You've got to beat them like a disobedient child.
Wolf Zaha hat-trick?
2.
2? Okay, I'll take it.
I'm going to go for Spurs win. I hate to admit it, but their man are just organised. Like Pochettino, under all, think about it, their stadium's going to be finished this time next year. Pochettino's putting on a lot of weight, which is one of the first signs of depression which I've seen.
I haven't seen him crack a smile in weeks. Can you imagine how sick that man was? He signed a new contract with Spurs. 1 week later, exactly, Zinedine Zidane resigns at Real Madrid. You know how much that hurts? You know how much that hurts?
I'm just saying Poch needs to go around.
Ooh, it hurts. Ooh,
Liverpool v Fulham.
Delightful.
So, yeah, as you rightly pointed out, Zidane resigns, Poch signs a new contract. Will Poch go to Real Madrid? I am hoping and praying. But most importantly is what happens between Palace and Spurs. Maradona, shout out prediction.
2-1.
To the Palace?
And you're going for?
I'm going to go Spurs 2-1. It hurts me.
It hurts, but speak the truth and God will set you free. Everyone, leave a comment, let us know what you think is going to be the result in that game. We've got Liverpool-Fulham.
I think 3-1 Liverpool.
I'm thinking 5-0.
I think they bounce back pretty strong.
I'm thinking 5 or 6.
I can respect that too.
Yeah, Fulham are terrible.
They're not
absolutely
really not good. You hate to see it, honestly.
Yeah, I do hate to see it. Next game, Chelsea v Everton.
I think 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea look good, don't they?
At the back, they look a little bit shaky.
Little bit shaky, but I feel like they're gonna buy a center back in January or this summer, and then it's not gonna be ideal.
If they buy a striker and a centre back,
it might be a wrap. It's not good for us either way. Is what I'm gonna say.
Well, we are playing against Wolves. What do you reckon?
3-0.
Oh my brother, you know how it
is, man.
Start Aubameyang.
And give us Ruben Neves, Wolves. Thank you.
Bro, I'll take him yesterday.
Come on, buddy.
We spoke to you about City United, so that's all the fixtures that we've got. It is finally a Super Sunday, like Maradona was saying to us beforehand. Finally, all the big teams are playing on a Sunday. I'm going to be here for Atlanta, and I heard the food's good.
Yeah, the food is banging. You will like that a lot. The tailgate is fire. You're going to have a good time.
Well, come on, fam. I'm off to go and find a pub that shows the Arsenal game, and then on Sunday I'll be in the rain tailgating. The best thing though is the atmosphere. 72,000 people in one stadium, and I'll be there with a really good-looking girl. Take care, everyone. God bless you. I love you all. Good-looking woman. God bless you, Aaron.
Thanks for having me, man. This is great. I can't fill the void that is Vuj, but I appreciate you letting me sit in and at least ease the pain a little bit. You dig?
It's not about filling a void. It's about you bringing your own thing, and I feel
That's
like
what
you
it
do.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
And we're both black. All right, take care, everyone. See you later. Goodbye.